Hello all, Jamie Rogers here for Craftmania today, bringing you some last minute Christmas inspiration. Hopefully you've been watching our videos throughout November, literally every day virtually we've been uploading Christmas inspiration videos for the second half of November. So there's quite a little library of them on our YouTube channel that you can go and check out. We've also been sharing them on our Craftmania Facebook page as well. So if you haven't been catching up with them or you haven't seen them, do go and join in and watch the rest of the catalogue. They'll also be being uploaded all the way to the end of November to give you a few ideas. Basically at Craftmania we decided that if you're like us really, you may not have been keeping up with this year's Christmas makes as you need to be, and you might be looking for some last minute inspiration. You might also be using your time at the moment to batch make some cards ready for next year's fairs when the world goes back to normal a little bit more. So today I'm going to show you a white work card. Now I absolutely love white work cards. On TV and on a little YouTube videos they can be slightly problematic because you can't always see all the depth to them because of white on white on white doesn't always show up the best on camera. But I'm hoping you're going to get the idea with this and we can have a little play around with it and come up with some different ideas as we go. But this is basically what we're taking as our inspiration for the card we're going to create. Now with all of our little videos, all of the items I'm using for them, you can find these on the craftmaniacrafts.com website, and we've put all of the bits, pretty much all of the bits that I'm using in one section. If they're not in there then you'll find them on the rest of the website. Everything is in stock, but it's just we've tried to put everything we can think of that we've used throughout these videos throughout the month in one page to save you going hunting too much. So as you look at the website, across the top it has like a line where it tells you all of the different sections to the website. If you click on the one that says as seen on TV, a whole menu will drop down for you, and you want to go to the page that says November-YouTube- last minute Christmas ideas, and pretty much all of the products are in there to give you the ease of shopping, and lots of them have got a lot of little offers and bits too that you might want to cash in and get. We'll talk more towards the end of the video about other ways you can order and how your P&P works, because we literally ship worldwide, so we want you to all know how that works and make it as simple as we can. So we're going to start off by making this card as I mentioned, and I thought because of, to be honest, I've moved on a little bit with products and product knowledge since I made this card first time around, because this one's been sort of in my stash for a couple of years now. And there's been a lot of products come out since then that we can add even more to make this even more tone on tone and more effective. So what I thought we would do is we're going to take our background panel. Now this is just a sort of about a 7-inch, I could tell you an exact measurement actually, just so you've got an idea for sure. Yeah, 7.5-inch wide panel, and I put it through our 8x8 embossing folder, which is called something like Falling Snow. Again, you're going to find that on the website. And we're going to bring in a product called Luster Polish. Now, Luster Polishes are cool. They come in about 14 different colours, if I remember rightly, and they have shards of mica actually put inside them. So you may see me, especially, talk about polishes quite a lot because of Cosmic Shimmer do luster polishes. There's Glitter Kiss that you could class as a polish in a sort of roundabout kind of way. They also do metallic gilding polishes. So there's lots of different types. Metallic gilding is a bit like a pearl colour. So that one's just one flat shade, which will cover your card and make it look like pearl card ever so easily. We love them. They come in about 30 colours. We then have our Glitter Kiss, which is more like glitter in a clear suspension, like a glue, which gives you more like a glitter card finish to it. We'll be using that one shortly, but they come in, I think, about 26 colours, something like that, 24, 26 maybe. And then we have your luster polishes. There's also other ones as well, including matte chalks and all different sorts, but just that we'll be talking about today. So your luster polishes are the ones with shards of mica in. These actually all of the different polishes come with a little applicator built into the lid, which makes it super easy to use as well, and it means you don't have to go out and buy another product to work with it. From the moment you've received it, you are good to go. And all we're going to do is build up a little ramp on the side of the jar, just making sure that our sponge has a covering, but not too heavy, of the product. And we're just going to swipe this over the top of the card, and it's just going to give us that really nice shards of mica finish that's going to sort of looks a little bit like glitter, but it isn't as pronounced as glitter. They're more just little shards, so it's not too full on, but it is a nice shimmer. I haven't done this on the original card, so we'll be able to show you the difference shortly once we've completed this card of sort of why you need this product and how it's going to make your cards look even more professional and lovely. And as you can see, super easy to do, no hard work there. Just sort of give it a quick going over. It'll dry in just a few seconds. It's not too long till it dries. It's virtually touch dry already, so it's going to show you how quick it sets. So it's really not going to take you very long at all. And then we're going to come in with a frame. So I'm going to use one of our Noble frames for this. Now on the original card I've foam padded it, but for speed today we're just going to do it with some Cosmic Shimmer glue. And this is our Dries Clear Cosmic Shimmer glue that we're going to go around the edge here with. We're just going to try and get all the way around that. So I'm not too worried if this comes out the side slightly because it will dry clear. And it's just going to bring back that nice matte white finish. Because when we're working on white cards, if you've not done these before, it's really about making lots of different shades of white work together. So you don't want everything to be the same shade, because it's the different shades that really pull it all together and give you that tonal effect. So we're going to leave that to one side for a second and let everything on there dry, because obviously we've got a bit of wet product possibly lurking, and we've got a little bit of the wetness from the glue. And we're going to go into our next level. So this one is one of our background dyes as well. You'll find this on the website. It is actually a Christmas dye, but we're going to use it just as a background element, and it could be used all year round. Now what I've done next is I've taken a circle and I've cut it with some self-adhesive paper as such over the top of it. And we're just going to pull off the two pieces of this. Now, self-adhesive sheets, basically, they come in A4, and they're brilliant for sticking glitter to your cardstock and bits like that. So I've put it over my sheet, I've die cut my circle. We're now going to take this element and we're going to go somewhere for the middle, hopefully the middle, and we're going to use the piece that we pulled off the top to go back in and push that down to make sure that that's got a really good adhesion to the actual sheet. And then we're going to go on the top with some glitter bits. Now, glitter bits are another Cosmic Shimmer product. This one's the Frosted Sparkle colour shade, which is just, again, like a really nice white. I've just spotted I've got a bit of rogue red going on in there that we're going to try and hook out before it goes onto my work. We may have to go roll with this because it's like fishing. But oh, there we go, that one's got rid of the big bit. So Frosted Sparkle glitter bits. Glitter bits are glitter in 3 different size particles. So I'm bringing the gold one here for you as well, because I think that might show up a bit easier on camera. Literally 3 different size shards that are going to dance in the light as you look at it. So really, really sparkly finish. These come in loads of different colours, and you can use these in lots of different techniques. But all we're going to do is just sprinkle them on over the top of our sheet. And then we're just going to use our fingertip, or my fingertip. I'm going to try and hook that red bit out before it gets stuck in there. And we're just going to go over the top and push that down and burnish that into all of the holes. Now, if you don't like using your fingertip, you could bring in that sheet that we peeled off the top, and we could use that. I'll show you that in a second, just so that you can push all this glitter down, because we want it to really adhere to the sheet and keep in place. But this is a really simple way to just take a coloured sheet and make it look really fancy. If we had a used coloured card underneath our self-adhesive sheet, then the colour would actually shine through, and that could give you quite a nice effect as well. So don't feel you have to use it just on white card. You can really play around with them undertones to get some nice shades. We'll pop our glitter, even the red bit, back in the little jar, so we can come back to that a little later on. We'll kick that off to one side. And then we have a bit of ribbon here that we're going to adhere to the back of our circle, and we're going to pop that on, and this is a bit of seam binding ribbon that we're just going to stick down to the top there. And then we're going to bring this part back. So this is where we have made our background, and I'm going to try and line that up to where I want the bauble to hang to. So we're going to go, actually, I forgot a layer looking at this. So we're going to bring that in. It's actually quite good because it'll give us something else to stick to. This is the joy of making card kits that, or using card kits that you made years ago. You have no idea what you did, and it's all a learning curve. So we're going to bring in our layer from earlier, or our under layer, and we're going to put that on there, which just gives us another tone of white. So this is the same cardstock as what we've got our dye out in the middle here. It's also the same cardstock as what we've got around the edge. So we're really bringing in that shade of white in quite a few areas. I'm going to put some more Cosmic Shimmer on the back of that, Cosmic Shimmer Dries Clear Glue. I'm going to put that down roughly in the middle of our square. I'm going to push that one down nicely. And then we're going to wrap our ribbon over the top, and we're going to put a bit of glue in place to hold the ribbon down. And then instead of having to wait for that to dry, what we're going to do is we're going to put our glue all the way around our card so that we can put this onto our actual card blank as well while we're at it. And I quite like the last card, or the first card, is actually like a side fold opening card. But I thought we might actually do this version as a tent card instead, because I really like tent cards. I find that you look down onto them more, and when you're using glitters and bits, sometimes they sparkle a bit nicer because of the light will sort of hit them at more of an angle than as a flat sheet. So we're going to pop that on there. Now I've added a couple of pearls onto my original one that we could add afterwards as well, but we're not going to hold you up for that on the little demo video. And now we can talk about all the layers on the front of this. So what I thought we would do is glue our lovely snowflake together. So our snowflake is actually made up of 3 pieces, and this is actually one of Sue Wilson's triple layer dies. So you have your background die, we then have our really intricate die, or our first layer of intricacy, then you have your ultimate intricate die, and the idea is we can layer all 3 of these together to make that really nice triple layer effect. Now on the original I've kept all of these as just white, but looking at this now, I'm thinking we should colour the one in the middle, because then that way we're just going to see a little hint of that colour coming through. We're going rogue. I like to go rogue on these videos. And what we're going to use is we're going to use our Glitter Kiss in our Frosty Sparkle. So again, we're going to go in, get our applicator, bring that product out on the sponge, and we're just going to dab this straight away over the top here so that it gives us a really nice colouring. That nice sparkly finish, and then we will let that dry for just a second while I discuss with you your sticky specks. So sticky specks are another one of the products we have on the website. These are really brilliant because they actually come in A5 and A4 sheets. And what these are is literally millions of tiny dots of glue spread out across a sheet. So if you've got intricate dies, like the one I'm using at the moment, that I might not want to use glue with, you would have probably seen me before, and this is fine too, is I'll put glue out on my hand and pad a die through it. Not everyone likes doing that, so sticky specks really fill that void. So what we can do is we can bring in our dies and we can pop them down on the sheet. And I'm going to do both of these at once if we can get them to fit nicely. We're going to give that a little rub over the top there by using your cover sheet. And then we're going to go in and we're going to pick these up. Now I do find it as a little tip, if you put the die against the sheet and pull it, you'll find that they come off easier, and any delicate bits of your die doesn't tend to get caught up. You don't tend to stick to your work or stick to your sheet as much either, and it's just easier to bring them off. But once you've taken them off, as you can see, they're full on stucky now, and they are ready to go onto your work. So I'm going to use my background die, and I'm going to bring this one in and pop that on the top. Just trying to line that up neatly. Now this die would be brilliant for making Christmas decorations as well, because as you can see, it's all symmetrical. So if we wanted to, we could actually fold these in half, a bit like our Christmas tree on this one, and make them into 3D elements instead. Or you could do a couple of these and stick them back to back if you wish to, and do something along them lines. And we're going to marry that one up across there. And we're going to stick that one down as well. Now sticky specks are quite forgiving, so if we were too far off, we could always pull that back and redo it, but I think we're pretty much okay there, so we're going to go with it. Now if you wanted to, you could foam pad this onto your work, but I'm quite happy for this to be flat. The original was foam padded, but I think sometimes it's quite nice to show you we can do things flat if we want to, because it can save us on postage, and especially at Christmas, postage can run away with us a little bit, can't it, and end up a little bit expensive. So I'm going to stick that one down flat, and then we're going to look at our evergreen leaves, which is how we're going to decorate the top part of this. So for these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back in, if I can find the right one, here we are. This is again a luster polish in our snow and ice, and I'm going to once again go over the white cut, a bit like we did with the snowflake background. I'm just going to dab the colouring over the top of this just to give it that frosty look. And I've already jumped ahead and done all of my other leaves or evergreen branches as such with that ready. And we're going to bring these in and glue them down. So this time I am going to go back to my Cosmic Shimmer glue. I'm going to bring that little ball out on the back of my hand so that I've got a sort of area that I can dob some glue into it, or dab some glue into it. and we're going to bring in our leaves. Now the evergreen branches, this is one of my all-time favourite dyes because it's brilliant for making Christmas trees with, or foliage for your poinsettias. I actually think it works quite nice all year round as well. So I don't even think this is just a Christmas decoration or just a Christmas dye, to be honest. And it's quite nice because if you get the dyes going in both directions, you've got two large and you've got two small, and they both go in sort of a left and right angle. So if you do want to curve them round things like the bauble like we are, or if you just want a point of difference, you don't want everything looking too similar, then they can work really well for building up your foliage displays all year round. And they sort of bend and shape quite nicely as well, so you can literally just sort of wrap the elements around your fingers just to give them a bit of depth. We're going to do exactly the same going out the top of this one. And then we have our mistletoe. Now our mistletoe I've purposely left as plain white. So if you wanted to, you could go in with your frosty sparkle, or you could go back in with your snow and ice. But for me, I'm going to leave them white because I'm going to add some more detail to these once they're on the card. Now, if you wanted to, you could do this beforehand if you want to make your life slightly easier, but I'm quite happy to work on them in place. So we're just going to bring in a little and a large one of our mistletoe leaves. I'm going to stick that one going out the other way. And then we're going to bring in this. Now this is our Cosmic Shimmer Twinkles in Polar White. So this is like a completely white glitter glue. And all we're going to do is very quickly, we're just going to dab over a few of these leaves just to add on some extra dimension. Now this goes on slightly thicker than it will dry. It also goes on slightly cloudier than it will dry. When it dries, you just get the glitter element, but we're just going to colour on a few of our leaves. As you can see, I'm not being particularly neat with this. I'm actually being quite messy with it, and I'm quite happy with that. It doesn't have to be done too precisely with this product. Twinkles comes in a whole host of colours. There are loads of these on our website, and it's a really good value glitter glue because you actually get 30 mils per bottle, which when you compare to other brands, you're going to find that that can be actually double, or if not close to double, quite a lot of other glitter glue brands, and it's a really concentrated glitter. So do have a little look for that. And as you can see, it builds up really nicely on your project. And then lastly, we have our poinsettia bit. So our poinsettia is going to be made up of 3 different levels. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to colour this again with our Frosted Sparkle Glitter Kiss, because I wanted to bring out that glitter that we have hidden in that middle element. So we really have gone quite rogue in comparison to the first card, but that's good. It's all about improving, isn't it? If you're going to make something for a second time, it can be quite nice if we improve upon it or change it and make it slightly different. So that's what we're doing here. We're then going to get that back level as well. I'm going to add our glitter to that one. I love these triple layer dyes. So obviously on this one, we've shown you the snowflake and we've shown you the tree. And then this, of course, is the poinsettia. I just think they're so lovely and they give you so much depth without too much hard work, which is obviously really nice too. Now, our solid background, I'm just going to cup that slightly, nothing too in depth. And we're going to bring in our Cosmic Shimmer glue and we're going to pop a big blob of that on the top where our ribbon is, and we're going to put that in there. Now, obviously, I've got to be careful of my wet glitter glue because I've been rogue and done it afterwards. And then we're going to bring in our next layer up of our poinsettia. I'm creasing this one slightly more, and we're going to pull that one up slightly. We're going to put a bit more glue in the middle there. And we're going to go off on a angle instead of trying to line it all up. We want that to overlap, not match. And then we're going to go for some more glue in the middle of that one. And we're then going to bring in our other poinsettia level, which is our most open work petal. And we're going to pinch them again. And we're going to wrap that one up into a bowl so that we can pop that down in the centre. And then we're going to look at our middle for that as well. So our middle's here. I don't know, have I cut one of these? Oh, I have cut it out of sticky back. Lovely. So again, we have our little centre here. I'm going to pull off the top layer because it's cut from a self-adhesive sheet. And I'm going to find my glitter bits from earlier. And we're going to dunk this in them. And we're just going to pop that down in there and pick up lots of our lovely Frosted Sparkle Glitter Kit on there. Got very gluey fingers at this point, so it's all getting a bit messy. But I think we're okay. Yeah, lovely. And we didn't get any of them sneaky red bits that have found their way into my glitter bits either, which is good. Now, I would normally pop a foam pad under this, but for speed, we're just going to go back in with our Cosmic Shimmer glue, and we're going to do a little dab in the middle there, and we're going to bring that in and pop that on the centre. Now, although we're using glitter on glitter on glitter, I think it actually works really well. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick up, but you've now got your polar white glitter on your branches. You've got your frosty sparkle glitter on your centerpiece. You've got your frosted sparkle on the actual glitter kiss on the actual flower, as well as on our back layers here, as well as in our flower, or our snowflake, sorry. So that's really bringing together an awful lot of white elements to make your collection work here. Talking of which, and this is something on a completely side note, I don't know if you've ever found them, but on our website we have a whole brand of Cosmic Shimmer products. We call it Colour Collection, and we put similar grouped colours together in bundles, and they're quite good savings. There's one of them called Snow actually, and a few of these products feature in that Snow bundle. So if these are products you haven't seen before, or you like the idea of working in one tone, there's a red one, a green one, an aqua one, a whole host of different colours, but they do save you quite a bit of a saving. You might wish to go and have a little look at that, because I am one who really likes working in one tone quite a lot, and I find that quite nice to do. So comparing this one with our original, as you can see, we've got a couple more pearls on the original one, which we could of course add at a later date, including the one in the middle of the snowflake. But I actually think our additions are quite nice. Where we've coloured one of the layers of the snowflake, we've added more glitter to our poinsettia, we've added more glitter to our branches. I actually think that works quite nicely, and of course that lovely snow and ice in the background over the embossing folder works really well as well. So when you are doing your white on white cards, this might be a colour collection or product collection that you wish to add in to your baskets. Now don't forget, as I mentioned, pretty much all of the bits we're looking at on today's little video are available on the Craftmania website, and most of them are on offer as well. So do head on to there, www.craftmaniacrafts.com, and you want to go to the page marked November-YouTube-last minute Christmas ideas. I've done loads of these videos, I can still never remember what the page is called, but head on there and everything pretty much will be in there for you, and as I said, most of it's on special offer. You can order on the website, or you can order via phone lines as well. Our phone number is 01403 843 666, and our phone lines are open from 9 AM to 7 PM every day of the week, and Daphne is there to take your orders for you. Absolutely no problem with that at all if you don't like ordering online. The P&P is really easy. If you live in the UK and you spend over £5, your P&P is capped. It's completely free if you spend over £5 in the UK. If you wish to shop with us internationally, then it's capped. It's only capped at £10. Doesn't matter how much you order or where you wish to order it to. The most postage you will pay is £10. If your parcel costs more than £10 to ship to you, here at Craftmania we will actually pay the extra for you. If it costs less than £10, we will refund the difference for you. So we try and keep it as cheap as we possibly can. And lastly, before I let you go, during November we do have a promotion running on the website whereby if you spend £10 or over, you can actually qualify to receive a free die. When you go onto the website, it will pop up and it will tell you what the free die is at the time that you're buying, because to be honest with you, we keep running out of them and bringing in new versions. So I've got no idea where we'll be by the time this video actually gets uploaded. But do pop on there and have a little look and see what your free die is. If you haven't already received one of them on a previous order, it will automatically be put into your basket when you check out, and you won't see it as such, but we will put it into your order when we pack them, so you don't need to worry about adding comments or coupon codes or any of that lot. It will just be added for you. If you've already received one of that version of the free die, then it is limited to one per household, so we won't send you another one. But if you have already had the other designs previously, that's no problem. You can keep going back and spending your £10 and collecting the whole collection of free dies throughout the month. But check out the website, it will tell you more details about all of that than I can waffle on about. If you haven't been watching all of the videos, don't forget to check more of them out on the Craftmania Facebook page, or of course on our YouTube channel. And if you are watching us via YouTube and you are a member, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified when we upload our daily videos for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye for now.